Hello everyone, this is Mr. Informal giving you my thoughts, analysis, and rant. So, as you can tell from the title of this video, I will give you my thoughts, analysis, and rant of the newly announced Apple iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. So, I will post a specs picture of the specs so you can read through it. Also make sure to pause it just to get a clear understanding, because if I do the specs one by one, obviously it's going to be a long video, but for now I would just show a picture and make sure to pause it so you can clearly see each model and you can compare and contrast. So give you my thoughts, analysis, and rant of the iPhone 12, iPhone 12 mini, 12 Pro, and 12 Pro Max. So four models. So give me my thoughts right now. The Pro models have not changed price. I guess not much going on. The iPhone 12 looks like it may have bumped a little bit of price compared to the previous model, but the iPhone 12, the 12 Pro, the 12 Pro Max are incremental upgrades. They are so, nothing special about them. The only special model is the mini. Yes, why did I say the mini? I think, and I will get to the analysis here, the mini is the one to get, and it looks like it will move units. Now, I'm not saying it's the best. I actually think it's the one that a lot of people, I think most of the general public will gravitate to. So overall, this is an incremental upgrade from the previous model. Just so you know, I do have a Apple 11 Pro. That's what I have. That's what I use every day. So I am very familiar with the iPhone 11. The Pro Max is the same thing. It's just bigger screen. So my thoughts is basically the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max are incremental updates, but the 12 mini is the one that will probably create a lot more buzz, a lot more units compared to the other models. But overall, they are just incremental updates. So moving on to the analysis. Since it's an Apple, especially in this pandemic, maybe it will move a little bit more units, but probably not compared to previous years where there wasn't a pandemic. But the mini is the one that a lot of people, I think, will get. They love the 5.4 inch screen. Not only that, it's an OLED. The screen resolution is 2340 by 1080 pixels, 476 pixel per inch. It has two cameras in the back. It uses the Apple A14 Bionic all throughout models. It will come in 64. I don't understand that, but whatever. 128 and 256 gigs of RAM, but no Face ID though. I mean, no fingerprint scanner. It will only come with Face ID. And just so you all know, all of these models will come in for 5G models, all of them. So it is going to be interesting. Will this move Apple stocks? I'd say a little bit, just because of the mini. I say the mini because a lot of people don't like big phones, and so they will gravitate to small phones, and I think the mini will be the one that a lot of people will gravitate towards, especially to the older generation or even the seniors. They love smaller phones. They love something that they don't have to feel like it's so heavy that they can feel it. They want to have something light, and it looks like it will be light. And since this is a new design, certainly people are gonna clamor to a newest design. They will gravitate to something new. Like basically from ground up. This is new from the ground up. Maybe not for the screen design, but more of the edges. We're basically back all the way to Apple iPhone 4. 360 degree. What's old is new again, basically. So overall, this will move units, but mostly on the mini. I cannot stress that enough. It's mostly on the mini, but the rest of it, if you have an iPhone 11, don't even get it unless you're an Apple fanboy. You gotta have the latest and greatest Apple. So yeah, you should. The price is not bad. The prices are not bad. The mini will come in at $729. That's on the 664 gigs of RAM. 64 gigs of RAM. So it will just depend on the storage, but I will get to the rant later. Not only that, it's going to be interesting. It will be interesting how much Apple will move units, especially this year, and also how much people will buy Apple this holiday, especially the mini. I really am curious as to how the mini performs. So let's get to my rant here, okay? Number one is 64 gigs of RAM. I really don't understand, okay? These things can shoot 4K, and Apple expects you to think 64 gigs of RAM is enough, which is not. It's really not. It's like, I don't know how much people are defending these decision by Apple. I really don't understand. Just get yourself a 128 gigs, sure. Another rant of mine is that since it's all 5G, certainly they sacrificed. A lot of people were expecting high refresh rate, and I was too. I think a high refresh rate and adding 5G is not even a big deal, but Apple is penny pinching here in terms of net profit, so they decided to sacrifice the high refresh rate and then put everything in 5G, which right now to me is not even a big deal because there's not, the 5G infrastructure is not even common yet. It's very rare. You go to a certain site and you have 5G, okay? They keep, and then number 3, they keep saying it's a leap of performance. It's something new. It's not. It's really not. The design is from the Apple iPhone 4. Yes, it's still Apple, but come on. The design is old. I mean, what's so great about it? And then leaping performance on what? Performance on what? I don't see the performance. It's still a CPU. Like, over time, it's still going to slow down. Even if I don't notice it. Even if I don't notice it on my 11 Pro. So that's going to be interesting. Another thing is that there is no, and I repeat this, there is no wall charger when you buy an iPhone. They say they want to be sustainable. That's why these iPhones have wireless chargers. But what I don't understand is that Apple is providing the wall chargers separately for $20. So what's the point of all of that? And Apple don't seem to understand. If you buy a separate wall charger, that's a different package, a new package. So basically, you even it out. You're not being sustainable. You did the same thing. I mean, the box is really slim because there's no wall charger. There's no headphones. I mean, there's probably just a cable. That's it. The Apple cable. Probably most. So what is the point? It's none. There's no point. So, and then they got this new MagSafe type accessories. You can put your credit cards, all that, and even new case. But again, it doesn't make sense in terms of sustainability. And last but not least, I will get to my final rant. So, I give them credit that the Pro is the same price as last year. But that is exactly what I'm talking about. Why not just lower the price? People are gonna tell me that, oh, the CPU has been upgraded. Then I will tell them, well, the storage has not been upgraded. Then they will tell me, oh, the screen resolution has been updated. Then I will tell them, well, okay, the design is nothing new. In fact, the design is old. They didn't do a lot of R&D, research and development, on the design. They got that from Apple iPhone 4. And people don't forget that depending on the country, the price may be higher than the USA. So you can't think narrow. You can't have a narrow-minded mindset. You gotta think globally. So yes, they did kept the same price, but knowing the specs of these Pro phones, they could have lowered the price, but they chose not to. It's too bad. They could have put that savings into the consumer. And the worst part about it, they don't even include the wall charger. So I don't know. I don't know how many people are gonna defend. There's probably gonna be a lot of fanboys going to defend this phone, but I really don't care. So in conclusion, this is just a incremental update, except for the mini. I give props for the mini. The mini is something that I gravitate towards because I'm a fan of small phones. Yes, I like having on phones where I don't notice them. But not only that, gave credit where it's due. The Pro kept the same price, but the 12, the normal 12, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a fan of the 64. Keeping the 64 gig storage for a lower price. There will be multiple colors. The Pro will come in chrome type colors, and then there will be new colors on the 12 and the 12 mini. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 mini and the Pro. And so that basically it for this thoughts, analysis, and rant. I will see you on the next thoughts, analysis, and rant. This is Mr. Informal. Bye bye.